Welcome back to my channel. It is an honor to have you here. Welcome subscribers and welcome new subscribers, or anyone passing through for that matter. So the next song I'm doing in the progression of the song list of the album Human Nature by Nightwish is Procession. I will be using excerpts from Thomas's countdown video with all full credit going to them for this reason. And the reason is he himself, our muse, said that we need to dig into the lyrics. We need to dig into the lyrics. And so I will be doing the reaction to Procession, and then we will look at the lyrics. Okay? So anyway, stay tuned.
Procession was the starting point for the whole songwriting process for Human Nature. It was the first song to get its final form. I remember vividly looking at the first season of the series Stranger Things and was heavily inspired by the soundscapes and the arpeggios of the soundtrack. It's very lyric heavy. To really understand what's going on, to get the hook of the song, you need to delve into the lyrics. And also, personally, I feel that this is probably the best, at least most touching performance by Floor that I've ever heard. She really captures the essence of the song and tells the story as it should be told.
Okay, let's get ready for this one. Procession. I don't know if it's going to be sad or not. I'm assuming so. So I brought this time, so I'm well prepared. Just saying. We all know what this does. So let's get on it. Procession. And here we go.
And sunset, new world and thirst for the arcane. We are singers of the gone. We remember as the longing life, a cradle earth, a rising sunset. And a zillion sideshows. We are, we were, and we'll not be. We remember as the longing may corn, another birth, another moss green, new world and thirst for the unseen. Soon, by starlight feature, we'll have a visit as a longing heart beats. along came Sapien. The cradle welcome in its newborn. And since that very first day gone, together now in this timeless parade, the living light, dead afraid. Then they saw the moon and found carried. We remember as along came writing, such worlds for them to stand again. After all, we should have never appeared. Spaceship Earth through the fields of time. They understood as along came wisdom. We have been here a while. At the end of time, as along came harvest. We will remember all the suffering. We wrote this in a tongue you will understand. Words and melodies with a touch of coloring. We were there and we'll remember mankind's our kin. Hands up.
A cradle earth, horizons unseen. That's a cradle earth would be the bed of newfound or birth of life. Horizons unseen. New world thirst for the arcane, which is that of mystery. We are singers of the gone. We remember as along came life. I would have to imagine that perchance this could be the beginning of DNA or the beginning of the first signs of life or the creation thereof, that they are the singers of the gone, which are the ones that hold all the truth and things like that. So we are, we were, and will not be. That's very telling, isn't it? Ones that came to be, and then they became a memory, and then they at one point will never be again. Another birth, another moss green. I thought that was very, very beautiful. New world in thirst for the unseen. An empty zoo, a starlight vigil. Now the empty zoo, we need to think of that, in my opinion, as all of life and all of forms. It's just that he used the word zoo in that way. A starlight vigil, and that in itself was very touching, because the earth, at one point empty perhaps, or will be, a starlight vigil. It's the eternal light of the universe that still moves forward. So the Starlight Vigil is that shining. We will have a visit as along came Heartbeat. And that is, of course, of life. Another birth, another monster. Endless forms towards the stronger. That, in my opinion, is that of the circle of nature, in a way that these endless forms, which we know are most beautiful, become that way towards the stronger, or I should say the natural order of things. Oops, sorry. That could be, I mean, there's so many different ways I assume one could take this. This is the first time I've really dug into these lyrics. Menagerie. To me, a menagerie is a collection of things, of a new world or order. We held our breath as along came suffering. And this, of course, is a moment in time that the creation, the beginnings, knew or held their breath in anticipation of what was to come. Or it could be that the suffering occurred and that's why they did that. Father, so it goes on to say, we remember Father PK, and I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but I do believe that is a life form, gave the way as along came Sapien. So it would be a progression of life forms, the cradle earth welcoming its newborn, aeons since that very, very first acorn. And it just, in that was showing the passage of time to that of mankind. Together now in this timeless parade, the living lie dead afraid. A timeless parade is all the life over time, and the forms of life over time. Then they saw the moon and found caring. We remember as along came riding. I love this because the moon is a light of night and therefore eternal as well, in creation, and it's there for all life forms to light the night. And so that's why when they saw the moon, they did find that was very caring as along came riding. And of course that would be scrolls, that would be historical records, such worlds were there, Zeus dead again. After all, we should have never appeared. Wow. You know, it's this, the life, evolution and things. Spaceship Earth through the fields of time. Of course, that's a reference to Earth in that of the vast and eternal universe and endless universe. They understood as along came wisdom. I like that too. We have been here a while, at the end of Pi, as along came harvest. So that's an interesting thing there. It says at the end of Pi. Well, Pi is your mathematical equation. It's the one constant, I would say, reliable. But this would be at the end of that, as along came harvest. And of course, harvest is bringing things through and to fruition. We will remember all the suffering. We wrote this in a tongue you will understand. Words and melodies with a touch of coloring. We were there and will remember mankind, our kin. I just think that is absolutely beautiful. It sure puts things in perspective, doesn't it? In a very vast way. And of course, seeing all the animals that are near extinction, and of course their affiliation with the World Land Trust. It is absolutely probably one of the more profound, well, there's a lot of profound songs they do, but this one so far is quite profound. And Floor did an absolutely wonderful job in bringing this to capture all the meaning that he wanted to portray. I think I'll go ahead and close this now, and we'll get this to editing. Anyway, this is quite the journey, and thank you for being here and for taking part in this with me. Thank you.
Formless and void of terrain, darkness hungered for balance, of a universal cry and plea from the depths now fulfilled by light and purpose. And by pure will and commanding power from the earth newly born called Genesis, this firmament under the heavens sustained life. Yes, hope flowered, and behold, everything was good. And from life came a first breath, entwined as one with nature. This is our eternal stronghold of hope amidst dark